Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Sajro32 here, and I'm bringing you guys yet another ASL video. We got the ASL Season 5 awards coming at you guys, and about 2 weeks ago, I put on an ASL Season 5 awards nominations video, and today we are going to be going over who actually won each award. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the categories. There were 19 total voters, so that is how many people voted on each of these. Quick rules before we go into it. The same coach cannot win two different awards. The same Mon cannot win two different awards. However, if, say, Garchomp, I'll just use an example. Garchomp is on Ian's team. Neither of these Mons won or were nominated, but let's say Garchomp won Best Offensive and Megascissor won Best Overall. That's fine. They're separate Mons even though they're on the same team. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. So for Coach of the Season, our nominees were Excellent Name, Coach of the Aussie Kangaskhan's, the Crispy Panda, Coach of the Hartford Whalmers, and TJ, Coach of the Slow Bohemians, Hutch, Coach of the Portland Timbers, and Altaria Motives, Coach of the Arcane Arcanines. And the winner of the Coach of the Season was TCP, Coach of the Hartford Whalmers, and TCP went 9-4 this season at a +9. And he started at 2-4 and ended at 9-4. A pretty fantastic run, to say the least. He was eliminated first round in the playoffs, but just to see how well he played to get into that playoff position was really a thing of beauty. And congrats, TCP, on having another fantastic season. So for the next category, we have the Most Improved Coach, and our nominees are Malone, Coach of the St. Louis Swablues; Cam, Coach of the Washington Wailords; Shadow, Coach of the PC Barcelona; and Altaria Motives, or Ian, Coach of the Arcane Arcanines. And the winner of the Most Improved Coach is Shadow, Coach of the PC Barcelona. And Shadow went 5-8 with a -12 this season, and considering he went 2-11, taking over a team that already had one win, and his one win was sheerly based off hacks. So pretty much he had 0 clean wins last season, and to see him get 5 wins, granted one was a forfeit win, he still played extremely well this season, and if he stays on this trend, he should be a playoff team in the near future. And it's been really good to see Shadow play at the top of his game during this season. Now for the next category, we have the hardest team to prep for, and the nominees were the Aussie Kangaskhan's, coached by Excellent Name; the Arcane Arcanines, coached by Altaria Motives; the Portland Timbers, coached by Hutch; and the Houston Hoopas, coached by AZ. And the winner of the hardest team to prep for was the Portland Timbers, coached by Hutch, myself. So I went 8-5 with a +16, and my team was so hard to prep for. Just the offensive core between Mega Charizard Y, Excadrill, and Keldeo, and then just the hard-to-break regen core between Amoonguss and Slowbro made it a very difficult build for people against me, and ultimately helped me get to that 8-5 record. Now for the next category, we have the Most Out-of-the-Box Coach, and the nominees were Commander Milan, Coach of the Amsterdam Alakazams; the Crispy Panda, Coach of the Hartford Whalmers; Altaria Motives, Coach of the Arcane Arcanines; and Shadow, Coach of the PC Barcelona. And the winner of the Most Out-of-the-Box Coach was Commander Milan, Coach of the Amsterdam Alakazams. And Milan brought some very heat stuff. Of course, the Fairy MZ Blissey to just decimate the Komodo when he played TJ, really propelled him to a win. That was very good on his part. He brought some interesting Coco sets. He just had a lot of intricate prep, which allowed him to get a lot of wins, despite taking over a team that he wasn't very comfortable with and didn't have the best record. So congrats on a great season, Milan. For the next category, we're finally getting into the Mon categories. For this category, we have the Best Offensive Mon, and the nominees were Komodo of the Slow Bohemians, Deoxys Speed of the Aussie Kangaskhan's, Tapu Koko of the Amsterdam Alakazams, Mega Charizard Y of the Portland Timbers, and we have Zygarde 50% of the Hartford Whalmers. And the winner of the Best Offensive Mon is Deoxys Speed of the Aussie Kangaskhan's. The award would have gone to Komodo, as it received the most votes for this category, but it got the most votes in a different it got the most votes in a different category as well, and TJ opted to go for the other category. So Deoxys Speed put in just absolute so much work. Sorry to take a drink, but Deoxys Speed, 19 kills. EN brought it to every single game. It was a nightmare to prep for literally every coach, and put in work every single week. And EN drafted it with the notion of trying to get it banned, just because he felt that it was too good, and he really showed how good Deoxys Speed can really be, and he really destroyed everything with Deoxys this season. With the next category, we have the best defensive Mon, and the nominees were Clefable of the Kling Klang United, Mega Aggron of the Kling Klang United, then traded to the Amsterdam Alakazams. Messed that up a little bit, but you know. Celesteela of the PC Barcelona, Amoonguss of the Portland Timbers, and Registeel of the Hartford Wilmers. And the winner of the best defensive Mon is Clefable of the Kling Klang United. Clefable was just a monster to take down. You can see in the 11 games that it was brought, it only died 4 times and picked up 11 kills along the way. Clefable was just a staple to Grand's team each week, and it was a Mon that he could really rely on, and paired with Goodra, this thing just took so many hits, and it was so hard for teams to break throughout the entire season. For the next category, the juicy category, you can call this the MVP category. We have the best overall Mon, and the categories, or not the categories, but the nominations are Komodo of the Slowbohemians, Deoxys Speed of the Aussie Kangaskhan's, Tapu Koko of the Amsterdam Alakazams, Clefable of the Kling Klang United, and Mega Kangaskhan of the Aussie Kangaskhan's, then traded to the St. Louis Swablues. And the winner is Komodo of the Slowbohemians. And TJ just really showcased how good Komodo can be. 20-7 in 11 games. It was fantastic. It got, I think, 2 or 3 sweeps with this thing. It was a driving force each week. He knew the right sets to bring. And yeah, he just decimated everything with this Pokemon, and really, like I said, showed how much of a threat it can be defensively and offensively. And yeah, Komodo is definitely going to be looked at a lot more highly after this season. For the next category, we have the best 7th Mon, and the nominees were Mienshao of the Houston Hoopas, Magmortar of the Arcane Arcanines, Mudsdale of the Kling Klang United, Zygarde 10% of the Portland Timbers, and Chestnut of the Arcane Arcanines. And the winner is Mienshao of the Houston Hoopas. Mienshao, while not coming to as many games as AZ might have liked, it did put in a tremendous amount of work. It got 11 kills in 5 games and only died twice. This thing was so good. When he brought it, it just made such an impact. It won him games at points. And it was just such a good Mon for him. I mean, his team was really good, so it was hard to fit it on each time. But when it came, Mienshao put in nothing but the finest of work. And then we have the best free agent pickup, and the nominees are Mienshao of the Houston Hoopas, Clefable of the Kling Klang United, Scizor of the Washington Wailords, Alolan Marowak of the Denver Nummels, and Togekiss of the St. Louis Swablues. And the winner is Alolan Marowak of the Denver Nummels. Alolan Marowak went 10-10 in 10 games. Nice triple-double right there. And it was the highlight of Blake's team, despite Porygon Z putting in work. Alolan Marowak was the big force on Blake's team that he could actually use effectively, no offense to Blake. But he really knew how to use this thing well, and it helped him win his last game. It put on a tremendous amount of pressure. It helped him win his only game. And yeah, Blake did use this Mon very, very well, and without picking this Mon up, I don't know if he would have won a single game this season. So Alolan Marowak definitely helping out the Denver Nummels. And then for the last category, we have Best Gimmick, and the nominees are Bulky Specs Alolan Marowak in Week 10, Acupressure Medicham in Week 13, the Triple Regicore in 1 game in Week 12, the Zygarde Camouflage Toxic 1000 Waves Rest Set in Week 3, and Farium Z Blissey in Week 12. And the winner is Farium Z Blissey in Week 12. Farium Z Blissey was such a big part of Milan's 5-0 victory over TJ. He baited the Komodo to come in and then clicked Fairy MZ on it and just blew that thing back. And yeah, this was a fantastic set on Milan's part, and like I said, it really helped him beat TJ in that game. He might have won anyways, but that was just a highlight and not something you see every day. Offensive Blissey is not something you see every day, or a Blissey with a non-seismic toss attack. So yeah, those are going to be the awards, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And sorry if your person that you voted for, or Mon that you voted for, didn't win, but it is what it is. Better luck next season. And thank you guys all for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.